The circumference of a circle. How do we calculate the circumference of a circle, and what does circumference mean? Circumference is the distance around the circle. Other shapes, we use the word perimeter for other shapes. Circumference is the special word for a circle. So guess, how many times does the diameter fit around the circumference? Choose your answer. Let's take out the diameter and fit it into the circumference. Once, twice, 3 times, and a little bit. In fact, exactly 3 1/7 or 22/7. And this is called pi. This is a special number. It's an irrational number, and you will learn later that pi is an irrational, non-recurring decimal. So the circumference is pi times the diameter. So remember, the 3 1/7 is pi. If you times that by the diameter, you have the circumference of a circle. In terms of the radius, now since you know the diameter is equal to 2 radii, you can just say pi times 2 times radius, or 2 pi r. So circumference can either be pi times diameter or 2 times pi times radius. And this is true for all circles. Check it out, for all circles, big or small, the diameter fits 3 and a little bit into the circumference of a circle. Let's practice. Always start with your formula. Circumference is pi times the diameter. Use substitution. It's pi times 8. And that is equal to 25,1 centimeters. Note your unit is centimeters and not square centimeters, since it's the distance around the shape. In example 2, circumference is pi times diameter. Use substitution and remember to round your answer. In example 3, be careful. Now you've got the radius. So you have to double the radius and then times that by pi. So now you can use the formula circumference is 2 times pi times radius. Use substitution and your answer is in meters, 1 decimal place. The same for example 4. You try now, pause the video, write the formula, use substitution. Your answer is only in millimeters, not square millimeters, and round your answer to 1 decimal place. In the real life, let's look at the circumference of a tire and a steering wheel. In the first one, you've got the diameter. So you can just say pi times the diameter, and that is equal to 72,3 centimeters. For the steering wheel, you've got the radius, so you have to double the radius, and then times that by pi, and that is equal to 47,1 centimeters. But what about a semicircle? Now be careful. Now we cannot use the word circumference anymore, because circumference is only used for a circle. So we have to use the word perimeter. And if we walk around the shape, it's half of the circumference of a full circle, but then we still have to add the diameter. So this is interesting. We always have to add this diameter. So in the first one, let's calculate the perimeter of half a circle. That will be pi times d, but half of that. And then we add the diameter. If we use substitution, it's half times pi times 8, and then we add the 8. And that is 20,6 centimeters. Now you try number 2. Perfect. So the answer is 24,4 centimeters. What about a quarter circle? So we work out the perimeter or the circumference of a full circle. And then we work out what is a quarter of that. We've got the radius, so we use the radius, 6. But then we still have to add 6 and another 6. So we have to add 2 radii. So it's a quarter times 2 times pi times 6 plus 2 times 6. And that is equal to 21,4 centimeters. So what about 3/4 of a circle? So we've got the radius, so we have to double the radius to get the diameter. Then we calculate 3/4 of that circumference. And we still have to add the 2 radii. So this is 3/4 times 2 times pi times 8,5 plus 2 times 8,5. If you don't understand, pause the video and see if you understand the method. But what if the circumference is given and we have to find the diameter? Always start with your formula. We know pi times the diameter is equal to 25. We divide by pi on both sides, so the diameter is 8,0 centimeter rounded to 1 decimal place. If we look at number 6, we have to find the radius. So let's start with the formula. 2 pi r is then equal to the circumference. If we want the radius, we have to divide by 2 pi on both sides. Therefore, the radius is 4,8 centimeters rounded to 1 decimal place. So we are using solving equations here. We are using balancing to find the missing value. And this pi is a wonderful, wonderful number. Look at it. It's an irrational number, and this is pi to the 10,000th decimal place.